Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grand Rapids, Michigan, as we continue our coverage of the Advil Targeted Relief MLP Midseason Tournament. I'm Drew Felios, thrilled to be joined for this match by one of the locals here in Grand Rapids, Mr. Alan True, an avid pickleball player, diehard fan. And Alan, it is going to be a fun ride here over the next few hours.
It will be. Thanks for saying that and giving that introduction, because I'm sure the MLP fans are like, who in the world is that guy? So way to get that out of the way.
Atlanta Bouncers on one side, Frisco Pandas on the other, Frisco in the black, and the Atlanta Bouncers in the white, as we've got our first point scored by the Bouncers.
And these teams have a couple of tough acts to follow. We have had 2 matches and 2 Dream Breakers, so they have been exciting matches all day so far.
So outstanding players on both sides. Eva Rajikovska representing Frisco, along with Allie Phillips on the near side. And in the white, Jeannie Arokina and Angie Walker, up-and-comer in the world of pickleball is Angie, and already off to a 2-1 start. Oh, tagged that time as Walker unloads. We've had some great matches so far today.
We have, like I said, 2 that went to Dream Breakers, and these teams have had to sit through both of those, but you see early on there's been some really good dinking and some long rallies here already, so they are coming out pretty warmed up here. I think they've been hitting around on the other courts, so as you can see, they are firing on all cylinders already.
Alan, very unique setup we have here in this facility, the all-in pickleball gym. Nice cozy setting we have here today.
Yeah, a lot of high-level events are played here. Obviously, it would be nice to be out at Belknap, and we hope to be for the rest of the week, but this is a great backup option today, and the players so far, I think, have a tight atmosphere with the audience and the crowd right behind them. That's definitely been something that's pushed the other teams, gives them some momentum, especially during those Dream Breakers. It got pretty loud in here.
That hit just a little bit long.
So if I'm not mistaken, I think Eva Rajikovska has not lost in MLP, or has lost once in her. So she is one of the more prolific players in this draw and on this court right now. So being down early 2-5, not a place I think she's accustomed to being.
So this is the Challenger Division. $30,000 over the next several days going to be awarded to the winner. 20 grand for second place, 10 grand for third place. Lots of coin on the line here in Grand Rapids. Meanwhile, with this midseason tournament, it's another point there by Frisco. Does not affect regular season standings whatsoever.
It does not, no. And both of these teams, too, have unique ownership. Frisco Pandas, if you are a fan of Dude Perfect, which I have watched many of their videos, them and Dak Prescott, part of the ownership team of the Frisco Pandas. Just missed on the ATP there, but so far this is classic pickleball, Drew. A lot of dinking, slowing down the ball. Very patient so far. It's a great pickup there from Arokina.
Oh, finish. That time by Arokina.
How packed this place is right now, just how much the local fan base here appreciates pickleball and appreciates that the MLP is bringing this event to Grand Rapids.
Oh, the finish by Arokina right now. These bouncers, they are rolling.
They are coming off to a hot start. Like I said, the sitting and waiting for this match to start clearly has not affected them so far. They're playing extremely well in tandem, too. Walker doing a great job of setting up Arokina for some of these big putaways.
This is what they wanted, too. Atlanta, they won the toss, elected to go women's doubles first, and so far everything has panned out exactly as planned. Phillips on her heels, just couldn't do anything with it.
Arokina just has been outstanding when she decides to get aggressive. She's picking the right spots to attack and coming out on top on just about every hands battle here early on.
Now you watch Arokina, you watch Radzikowska, the international talent that continues to come into the game. So impressive.
And we're going to have some of that in the next matches. Well, they threw you right in, Drew. You got all of the international last names, but we're doing a great job yourself so far, I should say. More aggressive. Arokina, when she gets a hold of her forehand, so far that ball's not coming back.
Now Angie Walker to serve. 12-5 so far, all bouncers.
But I will say, if you've been watching the stream all day, or you've been following these matches, we've had a couple of comebacks. So, you know, with the rally scoring format,
and it'll be Arokina here serving.
Another really good patient point there. I was going to say they were doing an excellent job of not giving Arokina an attackable forehand, but she found one eventually there. They got a little help from the net as well.
So far, all Atlanta. What can Frisco do here, Alan, to sort of turn the tide right now? Because right now the bouncers are taking it to them.
I think they got to slow down Jeannie Arokina right now and maybe hit the ball away from her for a little bit and give her a chance to cool off, because so far she is taken over in this match.
Oh, Walker upset it herself. One of the rare misses so far for the bouncers.
Maybe that point can be the one that helps Frisco flip this around, because sometimes you just keep playing your game and get a couple of points to go your way. And like I said, this is pickleball is a momentum game. You can flip it around in a hurry.
Worth mentioning, our head referee today, Vicky Ryan, for this match. We've got 4 line judges that are making the calls. No replays, but extra line judges here for this challenger match.
Doing it old school with no replay. She went for the short ball. I like that. Both Atlanta players were back deep and just missed the shot. That is just a beautiful drop from Jeannie Arokina, who continues to just play extremely well in this match.
And that's going to be hit wide by Arikina.
Rare unforced error on her part so far in this match.
10-point lead here for the Bouncers. And you can see the frustration right now building with Frisco. But that's what makes Major League Pickleball so beautiful. There are moments where major runs happen, and it's the job of the teammates also to kind of build up each other through those tough times.
Yeah, and you fight through some of this adversity, and also you know that if you drop this match, you get to turn around, and hopefully your guys take care of business, and then you get to come back and mixed. And we've seen teams drop the first game or first match and then come back and win 3-1 or force a dream breaker at 2-2. So that's the great part about this format.
Tough run that time for Arikina. And Atlanta trying to be the first to 20 here on this point.
You do have to win on your serve. We're going to 25. But everything going right for Atlanta so far. It's a beautiful angle and shot there from Ava Rajakovska, who, like I said, is not accustomed to losing in MLP. So I know she's going to want to make a big run here and see if they can flip this thing back their way.
Nicely done by Allie Phillips. And even though it's going to be a tough hill to climb here the rest of this game, if they can just put together something here, build a little momentum, Alan, that would be huge.
Yeah, you saw Allie Phillips get aggressive there. I think when you're down, you have an opportunity to do that a little bit. She took the chance and ripped a nice ball there right at Arikina's backhand.
Starting to feel it just a bit.
Yeah. There's that little bit of tide turning that we talked about.
So 3 in a row here for the Frisco Pandas. And now 4 in a row. Do you call timeout here if you're Atlanta?
They have. They were just
Ernie was there, just spread them out, and now the finish by Frisco. They are within 6. Big point, they need it.
But if you're Frisco, you have to feel good about making that run. And made this a little bit more competitive here, put a little pressure on your opponent too. But once again, Arikina, when she has a forehand in the middle to put away, she's usually not missing that. And a little net help doesn't hurt either to help extend this lead.
A little sorry, not sorry by Walker. Tell you what, I love this environment. Everybody nice and cozy inside this venue. What an atmosphere. Games get tense. Walker into the net.
And you mentioned the atmosphere. We had the premier teams in here practicing earlier. Than a lot of them stuck around for the matches, and we're up top cheering on these other pro players that they obviously know extremely well. So it's been a really fun atmosphere all day. And this is just day 1. We're only on match 3.
great defense. Atlanta able to fight it off. That's big time.
That's just a fantastic point. A couple of great gets there from Walker and Arakina. You know, we've focused a lot on Arakina in this match, but Walker has just been so consistent, not making a lot of errors and doing a great job of setting things up for her teammate.
Atlanta bouncers now within 2. Finished there by Phillips. So 23-16. So excited you're with us. Drew Felios, Alan True. First game here. Atlanta Bouncers and Frisco Pandas.
It's a beautiful shot there. Very subtle little shot there by Allie Phillips right at her opponent's feet. And, you know, we saw them go on a big run last time they had the ball. I hope to do it again here. But running out of time.
Yeah, comebacks extremely difficult in rally scoring, but right now the Pandas continuing to apply that pressure.
They seem to just be able to go on these big runs right now, so the momentum is with them. Ava Radzikowska has had a couple of points there where she's gotten big in the middle and put away a couple of forehands.
Another one into the net by Arakina. And it's a 23-19
yeah,
game.
Yeah, you put a little scoreboard pressure on, all of a sudden a couple of errors come, and all of a sudden we have a 4-point game.
Oh, needed a big shot, came up with it, and now game point.
Well, I think if you want to stop the bleeding, the spot you want your opponent to hit it to is to Arakina's forehand, and she got it, and that's what she's been doing with it for most of this match.
Angie Walker wants to finish this. There it is. So the Atlanta Bouncers take a big lead to start. Nice little comeback there by Frisco, but just too much firepower. Man, that's a pretty good start. As Ovenia flies through the air.
Some real athleticism there. That's more athleticism than we expect out of a Panda, but that one just off the net and out. But Stefan, obviously a really, really good athlete and using his length there on that Ernie. And Wyatt Stone says, let me just step in here and get a point. I'll come in just with a little bit of warm-up and go ahead and win a point here for you, Stefan. We started off with, in the last match, with some very patient dinking. Early on here, we're getting some firefights.
Do you think that's the big key in this game right here, how Wyatt adjusts and how he kind of dictates the flow here?
Yeah, I do. You know, he wasn't, I don't know how long ago he knew he was playing this match, but so far he seems to be settled in. Like I said, he's no stranger to this, but I do think that's a key is how ready he is and how prepared he is. But so far, so good, I would say.
Finishes that one easily.
Says, yeah, give me a few sitters off the net and I will settle in just fine. Another very well played point there by Wyatt Stone. Good thinking, found the right one to attack, and I would say any concern about him stepping in has been alleviated. Classic Allen jinx right there. Apologize, Wyatt. If you found out one thing so far about Stefano Vernier, it's that when he has a chance to put a ball away, he's going to do it. So on that Ernie and then that put away so far, you can see the power that he has.
Oh, just on the line for Martinez Vic. What a shot.
Great topspin that he put on that, rolled that backhand, and yeah, catches the back line. No elements in here, so there's no wind that's going to push that thing. And great shot for Jaume.
Jaume's such an exciting player.
One of the more exciting players in this event. I mean, he's a joy to watch on the court. His personality, too, that he brings to the table.
That one's too long.
Great defense on the back line there from the bouncers. Yet another point from Wyatt Stone where he constructed the point extremely well. Was dinking cross court with Jaume there and then found the one to speed up at Todd Fote.
Stefano Vernier here to serve. 1 point game. Seeing the best challenger teams here today, and then tomorrow, of course, premier teams take the court. Cannot wait for that.
Very excited. We get going right away in the morning. I've had a chance to look at the schedule. You have some really exciting matchups right away in the morning. So things are the action so far has just been outstanding. So it's going to be doubly exciting tomorrow with Challenger and Premier going on at the same time.
We were expecting heavy, heavy rains today in Grand Rapids. As Stone just tags Fote that time. That ball would have gone out.
Yeah, the rain hasn't been quite as heavy as we thought. Still enough to move us inside, but the rest of the week looking good. We'll be out at Belknap, and we still, though, look at this turnout for the indoor play today. Well, that's a tricky little shot there from Todd Fote.
Really like Fote's game. I really love the outdoor game, of course, but when it's played indoors, I think it really brings a different element, right? Because no outside elements really factor in. It's just mono-y-mono.
Yeah, no wind, no sun, and there's been some very windy PPA events this year. The players always adjust really well, but I think a very much more controlled environment when you're indoors.
Players fly around just like that as Vic able to score again.
Well, we just have incredible athleticism on the court now. You've seen that so far in Jaume. You can't get far in singles at this level without having some quickness, and you see how quickly he closes gaps and on that poach. He's going to run a lot of things down, and you always have to be aware of where he is.
A little short that time by Jaume.
Wyatt's had a lot of success in that dinking battle. I think that's going to be something he keeps going to until Jaume wins one of those backhand dinking battles with him.
Auvergne can return it. You watch Stefan Auvergne play, and it kind of reminds me a little bit. Continue that thought here after this point. I was going to say, reminds you a little bit of Rafa Hewitt's game, just a bit. Same type of style, same type of kind of electric southpaw play.
Oh, yeah, and both come from tennis, and so you see that with their power and their ability to put a ball away. And they do build so many more courts in order to accommodate the need, and still it's not saturated. The courts are full all the time, and I think that's the great part of this is it can be played at every level from beginners and 2-5 all the way up to having Andrea Koop and a number of other pros from the state of Michigan. shows no signs of slowing down.
Fote and Vic score out of the timeout. 4-point lead.
Todd once again using his length, standing off the court there, and still able to reach that ball. We've seen several trick shots here. We saw the misdirection from from Fote.
Oh,
That's a beautiful shot there from Xiaomi again. That with that singles background, he knows where to find lanes, and he's able to hit winners off of that. And just fine. It's hard to get one past the reach of Stéphane Auvergne, but Xiaomi found the sliver there.
Fote now will serve. The lead is 5 right now for the Atlanta Bouncers. And if the Bouncers are able to pull out this game too, that really will put the pressure on the Frisco Pandas.
Huge pressure on Frisco for now. Then they have to go and win both mixed matches. I like the way Frisco's been playing this match, though. I think both Wyatt and Stéphane playing very well together. They just see if they can go on a run here the same way that their women's doubles team was able to go on a run last time and make a little comeback.
Well done there by Auvergne. And Auvergne, 3 in a row now. And they're within 1.
I said he is tough to get anything by with that wingspan when he gets into the middle. And quickly they've been able to rattle off a couple of points here. You see Johnson Cola, who's injured, standing off to the side. He has a little advice for them. I know John coaches quite a bit, has played pickleball for a long time, so he's going to still be active and giving them plenty of pointers here during this match.
Auvergne hits it into the net that time. You know, he was a video games champion growing up. Call of Duty 2 back in 2006.
I saw that. I was trying to think of the ways that might translate over to pickleball. I was struggling, but maybe by the end of this match I can figure out how that translates over.
What was the video game you were best at? Nintendo.
Oh, Nintendo back in the day. I was going to say I was more of a Guitar Hero rock band guy later on.
All right.
But yeah.
Take it.
Dinking battle again, won there for Frisco. They've done really well when they've been able to slow the point down, and then the times where Auvergne has then been able to kind of step in and find a ball to attack. But that one a little bit too high, and Jaume says, I can put a ball away too.
Yeah, that forehand for Jaume is just like a whip. Every time Frisco makes a move, Atlanta has got an answer. Fote into the net.
He's going to think about that one later. That was put up to his forehand. That's the spot he's going to want it a little bit high from Auvergne. Maybe surprised Todd Fote a little bit, and he put that one into the net.
Frisco well within striking range here. Oh, that looked like it was wide. Jaume doesn't call it. We play on. And it winds up being a point here for Frisco.
No one on that sideline looks like they're complaining too much about it, so it must have come right down on the line. I'm telling you, Wyatt Stone's backhand dinking in this match has been outstanding. I do not think he's made an error on that yet in this match.
Fote does not panic. Comes right back, and Atlanta the first to 20. Oh,
Once again, Wyatt Stone on the backhand dinking after some great defense, honestly, from Fote and Martinez-Vic to even stay in that point. That's why we love pickleball at this level. You see the amount of power, but then also the finesse and the strategy was all on display in that point.
Frisco trying to tie it here at 20. This is a big point. And Fote able to fight it right off.
Beautiful shot there. Caught Wyatt Stone moving in and ripped it down his backhand side. And like he said, every time it looks like Frisco might flip this around, Martinez-Vic and Fote find a way to get it back.
That one's not coming back. Is there anything you think Frisco can do right now here in this game to kind of put the pedal to the metal here on the last 5 points?
Yeah, I think that two things have really worked well for them when Alvernia gets aggressive in the middle and Wyatt Stone's backhand dinking. So keep going to that. I mean, eventually I think they are right there. You got to convert shots like that, though. I will say this, too. We haven't mentioned Alvernia being a lefty, but I think Wyatt and him have done a really, really good job of deciding who's taking balls in the middle, especially with them not knowing they were going to play together until very recently. No issues there. I think they just have to continue to play their game, and a couple of those shots that they've missed, like that last one, you got to convert on those.
Really like the chemistry on this near side of the court.
Great hands there from Wyatt to put that ball back in play.
Oh, Fote got a little help that time from the tape.
That one might have been good anyway, though. He missed one of those earlier in this match. Got another look at that forehand down the line.
20. And serving now the Bouncers, 2 points away from going up 2-0. And now it's game point.
Game point. And I believe, I think Atlanta did a great job with, they won the toss, like you said. They set this lineup. They also, I think, get to pick the mixed matchup first. And so far, it seems like they've made the right calls.
Into the net from Stone, and that does it. So it's Martinez-Vic and Fote. Just too much pressure, too consistent. If you're just joining us, extra line judges, 4 line judges here for this match.
Well, one thing to watch, I'm watching here, in the women's match, Jeannie Arakina played left side and was outstanding in that match. Now here in mix, she's going to play right side. So this will be my first chance to see her play the right side in mixed, at least so far in this event. And it may take a point or two, as you saw there, for her to adjust to being on that side, but it takes away her forehand in the middle, which was a big weapon in that women's doubles match. Todd says, I'll take care of the forehand in the middle.
Quick hands of Todd Fote that time. That's going to sail long.
Just deep. We've seen Todd Fote kind of pull out these shots from different angles a couple of times today. That one he reached down and I was able to, oh, actually, that one ended up being called in.
Interesting there.
Actually, as he was walking back, I saw Todd motion that he thought that ball was in.
Oh, rapid fire.
And Arakina has just lost so few hands battles today. When she has a chance to get a hold of that forehand, a lot of the time today that point has been done.
A little speed up there from Fote. Backfires on him.
Really good hands on the other side. Alvernia and Radzikowska, they do a great job of handling when speed comes in their direction. And like I said, they play a lot of mixed doubles together, so pretty comfortable with who takes what ball. But Todd comes back again with another forehand that he's able to put out towards Ava's backhand. That's a tough shot to pick up.
Nicely done by Radzikowska. I was going to ask you, Alan, when you are the #1 selection in the Challenger draft, a little extra pressure is on you coming into every single event.
Yeah, extra pressure, and when you're, and she was the #1 pick the selection because of that outstanding record that she's had, which we mentioned earlier.
Tied at 5. Oh, ATP attempt from Fote.
ATP defended, and then he comes back and gets the next one.
So Frisco will tie it up at 6 here. And this is an absolute must-win for the Frisco Pandas.
Yeah, you'd love to see them extend the lead here as they're trying to make good in this do-or-die situation. They have to serve at 6-6.
Every point that much more important. A little more pressure. Let's see how they respond. Auvergne seems to be very loose right now with Radzikowska. They're having fun.
Might have got away with one a little bit there going at Todd's forehand, but Todd missed that shot, which he's not missed much today. That was extremely well played, obviously, by Arikina there to forehand dink, pulled up Alvernia out wide several times there, and then switch directions again, and that's just textbook dinking right there.
Off the tape and out of bounds. Bouncers now with a little separation here.
I like the idea, I like the aggressiveness, I like Stefan stepping in there in the middle, just missed the shot out wide. Doesn't miss 2 in a row. Got another look at it, so the big lefty puts that ball away. And so now I think Frisco really needs to make a run here.
Stefan, born in Virginia, moved to France when he was a toddler. And that's where he grew up. Was Fote able to score again? Speaking of France, hosting the Olympics this year. Paris going to be buzzing here in just a few weeks.
Yeah, maybe we'll see pickleball in there eventually, huh?
Oh, man, I would love for that to happen. The question is, when is it going to happen?
I keep seeing it on the docket, so we're inching closer, I believe.
They can get breakdancing and flag football. You know, there's a spot
For
the fastest growing game.
I would hope so. Yeah, there's you don't always realize how deep we are with Olympic sports until you really look into how many different events they have. So I think it's only a matter of time, especially as this game grows internationally as well.
That's going to be wide here. So Frisco will pull to within 1 foot, asking for the line judge, and that was, in fact, out.
Yep, his view may have been obstructed there, but that one pretty clearly outside the line, and that one right on the line. Beautiful ball there from Ava.
Fist pump from Ava. See the body language, very confident still right now. Frisco seems. Just have not been able to hold many leads in women's doubles and men.
Just making an early play as a potential MVP here.
Fote with the serve. 3-point game and a must-win for Frisco. And a good start coming out of timeout.
And they got to take a moment, go over there, got some advice again from Johnson Cola, who had to withdraw because of an injury, but still here coaching up his team and helping them out.
Sometimes when you have an injury, something that happens late you didn't expect, that can kind of take the wind out of the sails of a team, and it just has the feel that Frisco has just not fully been able to recover fully from that news.
Although that ball, that 2 straight winners on that line by Stefano Vernia, and we're at 13-13, so after that side flip, they've come out here. They did something well during that side switch here. It's a good pull on the speed up there from Todd Fote, and once again, as things tighten up, Atlanta finds a way to bring the lead back to their side.
They have bent, but they just have not been broken. There's Fote again. Well, he is on top of his game here right now.
These two together, Todd Fote and Arikina, when the ball gets sped up, they're doing a wonderful job. They're both powerful players, but they're both thinking really well and able to set up their power.
Oh.
There's that a couple of times today, Stefano Vernia has been able to do that. Being a lefty and being long and athletic, all of that helps.
Perfect time for Vernia there. Frisco is on the doorstep, but again, tagged. That time is Rajakovska.
They just can't seem to, again, get up that hill. Every time they make a little run, Atlanta finds an answer.
Oh, went for the ATP. Now, was that off the paddle? Did that land in on the other side? Vernia says he doesn't think so.
And I think he's got a point. On that replay, that looked like it hit out before it went in.
Line judges asked here. Let's take one more look. Ooh.
Tough to tell from that angle. The other angle, we had a better look at it, but it looks like that ball was ruled out.
So point awarded to Frisco.
That could be a big turning point. Frisco needs to take advantage here. That is a beautiful pull from Stefano Vernia. Haven't seen that shot hit by him today, but that was the right time to hit that Tui for the first time today. Sped it up down the middle, and that, we said that could be the big point. You win a point right after it. Now we're at 16-16.
This is certainly last call for Frisco. Looks like they are poised to answer. They have taken the lead 17-16.
See if Atlanta plays through this. Looks like they are going to play through this, not take a timeout.
You know, it can just be 1 point, 2 points, gets a team on or off track. We're seeing that right now.
And now we see the timeout, I think, from Atlanta.
Back to business. And Fote just cannot get it back over out of the timeout, so it's a 3-point game.
Oh, Vernia's found that room behind him several times now in this match. That's been a key.
Set it up perfectly. Araquina finally breaks the string, but that was a 6-point run there by Frisco.
Yeah, right after that overrule on that attempted ATP from Todd Fote. Big run there for the Frisco Pandas.
Right now, they are just picking their spots, Alan.
Doing a wonderful job, and you can see a little more bounce in their step too. That's where the momentum helps you. A little more pep. I see Stefan a little bit more bouncy on his toes, and then Ava right there ready to counter.
Oh, went the other direction. Nobody home.
Beautiful shot. Again, the Jeannie Araquina forehand has been just one of the big weapons on the day, and she's been going at people a lot with that one. That one, she finds the room behind Stefano Vernia.
Went for the ATP. It's there. So Radzikowska, her first ATP so far this afternoon.
No line judge needed on that one. Beautiful shot from her, well inside the line.
So now 21-18, Frisco in the driver's seat. Atlanta gonna stay right on their heels.
Yeah, they play well when they've been aggressive today. And balls down the middle with these two. I think for Frisco, they've done better when they've been able to go behind Todd Fote.
Oh.
And they're once again avoiding the middle because that's where Fote's forehand is, and that thing has also been a weapon today. So going to his backhand has been a place they've found some success.
Fote right now just clearly frustrated, and it is carrying over.
And that can happen, and we talked earlier about scoreboard pressure, and that's what happened with Frisco. They just kept chipping away, and now they flipped the momentum.
Frisco has held it together, and now they are on the brink from forcing a game 4.
I think we're down 16-14 at one point, and again, just kept battling here, and I think the experience of Vernia and Radzikowska certainly helping them.
So Araquina still with something here, and let's see if the Atlanta Bouncers can pull off a miracle here.
I always like it when you need a point and somebody hits it exactly to the spot you love, and with Araquina, that's her forehand strike zone.
Frisco a point away. Remember, though, they got to win it on the serve. So we'll get serve back here and try and put it away right here, right now.
another. Just the last time she found the forehand behind him, that one, the two-handed backhand off of what was a good third. Low over the net, and Arikina just eats that one up.
This game's not over yet, Alan.
It is not over, and I'm telling you, her case for MVP continues to strengthen.
That's a great point. Jeannie has been sensational here thus far.
Oh, but Ava comes right back. That's a great spot to go right there. Saw her hit one other backhand winner earlier in this match, but that was another great time to pull that out of the bag.
Frisco needs one. And it's long from Fote. That's going to do it. So the Pandas, all the pressure on them here in this third game. They come through. Credit.
Her and Wyatt are two players that you want out there.
Right down memory lane.
Yeah, Xiaomei's forehand and those shots, they've been on the money. And he says, hey, you know what, Alan? You can praise us too. So I talked up the other team, and he quickly threw that in my face.
A little too much on at that time from Martinez Vic. Xiaomi, 31 years old, out of Honolulu. Just get a look at Wyatt Stone there.
Oh, she had the opportunity there, went for it, took the opportunity, couldn't quite get there. But Xiaomi actually originally from Spain before coming to Honolulu, college tennis player, and you certainly see that when you watch him play singles.
Yeah, such an electric singles player. Good defense by Walker, but Wyatt Stone with the final say.
I got to say again, Wyatt Stone stepping in here, late replacement, played, I thought, really well in the men's match. Playing super well so far here in the mixed match, too, as evidenced by that point. But Xiaomei won a lot of fans here last year in Grand Rapids. Let me tell you, had a lot of people asking who he was just because of his on-court demeanor and the fun that he has on the court just as much as his style of play.
I'll also say, too, Rhett Meyer and Hewitt were on the court in the last match. Lots of smack talk, of course, going on between those two. This has been relatively sedated, hasn't it, thus far?
Yeah, Rafa and Travis are going to be tough to match in terms of that part of the game. But, yeah, they're not less back and forth. But who knows what will happen if we get to a dream breaker. I know two people who will not be upset if, well, one of these teams wants a dream breaker, but neither Wyatt or Xiaomei will be intimidated by that situation because they're just both outstanding singles players.
I don't think Wyatt Stone knows what chirping means. He is one quiet individual on the court.
Stoic. Stoic, quiet, but you know what? He stepped onto the court as a replacement. Didn't even bother to take his chain off, so he's got some swag to him, too. That's a great shot by Allie Phillips. Keep her concentration as that thing comes off the net. A little bit of help, but sometimes that can surprise you. She stayed with it, puts the forehand away, and I think if they learned anything from Alvernia and Ava, it's that you just keep battling through some of these periods where you don't have the momentum, you're able to flip it back late.
Angie Walker now to serve. She grew up in Vancouver, British Columbia. pop up, and Martinez Vic knows what to do with it.
He's too quick for that. That may be the last time that Wyatt tries that one, because he can cover the whole court by himself, so he's going to get to that ball.
Oh, nice hands battle. He's got those hands too.
Absolutely, and once again, his ability to cover court. And, I said this last time when she played in the women's match, that I thought Angie Walker just did a great job. And see, part of this game is the last thing that comes to her. She has no problems with it.
So right now, Frisco a bit frustrated. Atlanta pulling away here. Still lots of pickleball to be played in this game, but if you are Frisco, that lead building, definitely a concern. And Martinez Vic just no slowing down right now.
He is on a heater right now, and he is feeling confident. He's taking every ball that comes even close to his direction, and now they're gonna have to find a way to go behind him and keep him honest. Or they're just gonna have to wait for me to broadcast jinx him.
That stops the run, and I believe that was 6 in a row that time for the Bouncers.
There it is, going right behind Martinez Vic. Hopefully for Frisco, that'll hold him at home a little bit more.
Frisco got to have this if they want to force a dream breaker. Oh, wow.
You saw just a little bit of that Martinez Vic showmanship there on one of those balls that he blocked, but Frisco stays on top of that. And now here again, he said they just got you keep chipping away, and that's what the last mixed doubles team did a really good job of.
So that one goes wide. So Frisco just scored 3 straight. Now Atlanta gets it back, and they'll serve with Martinez Vic. Unforced error is going to be huge here the rest of the way.
Big serve there from Xiaomei.
Big story coming into this one. John Sincola not able to play. Wyatt Stone stepping in for him, trying to hold down the fort here with the pressure on. Now we'll be on the near side. Walker and Martinez Vic on the far side. Here we go.
The side switch was where Radzikowska and Alvernia found their rhythm last time. See if that happens again here from the Pandas. But that last point started again when they found a way to go behind Xiaomei. That's really well played. 2 points in a row there from Allie Phillips.
13-8. Frisco not out of this just yet. How about 4 points in a row?
Once again on the flip. Something about the flip. Maybe it's the coaching from Johnson Cola. Both times in these mixed matches, the side switch has really helped out the Frisco Pandas.
Oh, great defense. Just couldn't hold it off forever.
I mean, outstanding defense to even make that point go as long as it went, but also a great job by the Frisco Pandas. Sometimes when a team defends back that many balls, you get tempted to go for too much and you miss one. They just kept putting it back, and they win the point and continue their run here. 4 points in a row.
And a miss right there from Stone. Makes it 14-10. Atlanta now to serve. Remember, played at 25. Oh, went for the lob. How about that decision from Walker? And it pays off.
Beautiful lob. Wyatt tracked it down, but they were waiting for what came back at them. Martinez-Vick was ready for that ball. But beautiful lob to set that up.
That was a great shot by Stone.
It was a great shot by Jaume, fast enough to still even track that down. For most people, that's a winner, but against Martinez-Vick, he still got to hit another ball.
Wyatt Stone now serving 15-11. How about 15-12? Frisco
When you're
gaining
down,
momentum here.
When you're down, you love a freebie. They got one there.
Oh, Ernie try.
That's the second one today that she's had a good look at. Just tipped off the end of her paddle.
Allie wants that one back. Same from Stone. They're really going for it right now. So I love that. It's unsuccessful on one point. They come right back, and it is successful.
You know, they have, this is a pretty young mixed doubles pairing for the Frisco Pandas, and so you might as well use that youth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, as has been typical today, they find an answer whenever Frisco starts nipping at their heels.
Stone and Phillips really taking chances here. The aggressive approach, and right now Atlanta's waiting for it.
You know, they did find success going behind Martinez-Vick. He's now doing a great job on that side, on his backhand side, staying at home. He's so quick, he can still cover that much court. He's adjusted to them switching their strategy up and trying to go to his backhand side.
You know, Alan, we've talked a lot about how this game has evolved over the years, specifically the last three. The level of conditioning of these athletes, the lateral movement continuously, man, it is something to watch.
Yeah, and as more of them they play professional pickleball, this is their job, then they're able to train, they're able to have specialized diets. And I know Jaume is one that stays in incredible shape, and I think you have to now to be able to compete at this level, as you're seeing with the athleticism that is put out there and the conditioning that's put out there on these courts. And it's in the way now they do with, you know, progressive draws for some of these players who in PPA events will play singles, mixed doubles, and either men's and women's doubles.
First to 20 is Atlanta. Martinez-Vick with the point. And the bouncers will serve now with Angie Walker. 5 points away. Oh, Martinez-Vick comes up with one. Wyatt Stone can't return it.
Couldn't get to the tweener, but you're seeing yet again the quickness and the athleticism in the hand of Jaume Martinez-Vick to be able to defend that ball back from Wyatt Stone.
Oh!
Whoa, couldn't get the last one, but it was amazing that he got the one before that.
Seen some pretty crafty points. It's been fun watching Wyatt Stone and Jaume Martinez-Vick go at it here. And Toes just avoiding that line.
He's ready for it now. He's staying at home, and you put away that backhand, so he has definitely adjusted.
Bouncers were threatened, but that lead now a comfortable 7. A little help that time from the tape.
Maybe a lot of help on that one. So down 7 points, you will gladly take that roll over. Frisco thought about it and decided to play through it.
So we play on, 23-16.
Great hands there from Allie Phillips. Usually when Jaume gets a short ball in his forehand, very attackable there. he's going to hit a winner, and she defended that back beautifully.
So the Atlanta Bouncers now within 1.
Yeah, Jean-May says, you defended back the last one. I'm going to give you another look at it, but tough to get back 2 in a row when he's got his forehand in an attackable position like that.
Closing in here on an opening day victory over the Frisco Pandas. Jaume Martinez-Vick. How's that for an exclamation?
Finishes it in style, and I think now we get to say that Atlanta threw Frisco out of the club, right? We have to make that reference.